Hey there folks, this is Shannara from the Delta Elites channel, and I am bringing you a walkthrough today of the Risa summer event. It is the 2015 start, second day actually, so I was able to get a couple of things. But I thought I'd give you a walkthrough to give you an idea of where all the new stuff is, vendors, things like that. First most important thing I think you should do when you enter Risa is reduce your zone chat. It's kind of, yeah, nightmarish. But second, if you've already got outfits, get your outfit on. Get yourself dressed for the beach. But, okay, as you beam in, you'll notice there's two main areas. The one I just beamed to, which is the resort, and you can beam to promenade. Takes away a lot of the time it takes to bounce around the actual island. In front of me, you'll see the resort. As you exit out of here, one of the first things you need to do, if it's your first time visiting, is go to the event coordinator. Now, as you can see, I've finished an event, but flying high. But what will happen when you talk to the event coordinator, she will give you a Lola Nut favor. Now, with that favor, you can go into your reputation system in your events, and there will be an unlock right here that you can select. With that, what will happen, it will unlock your store, giving you access to all your available stuff. All the outfits that you can purchase. It'll give you access to the new ground equipment assault kit modules and stuff. Vanity pets, your floaters, as well as all your power boards, including the new one this year, the Targ Hog. It also will show you at that point what you can do when it comes to the new ship for this season, which is Ferengi Nandi warship that you can select. Now, just so you know, in previous events, you would have to run it through one entire character, and then with other characters, you run it only one time to unlock this ship. Once you've unlocked your store, one of the new things Cryptic has given us is you can go into your account reward claim, and any character that you've had that has claimed a ship through an event, you can now purchase that ship for free on any one of your characters. So I have a Delta character here, and as you can see, I've been able to purchase every one of these ships, which was nice for things like your Kambali Samsar, where it has a 4-piece set, but you can't get the warp core without the ship. So giving these back to you is really great if you have multiple characters. But going back to Risa here, so once you select the Nandi warship and complete it on one character, it takes talking to the event coordinator and selecting the Flying High event, which you can do once a day. I think it's once every 20 hours. When you complete that event, as you saw I just did, they will give you these 2015 prize vouchers. It takes 1,000 of them to be able to purchase the ship, and it gives you 40 with each day's event. So that'll be a 25-day for you to complete. Not too bad at all, considering the day. I think what it gives you 30. There's 45 days to the event or so ish. Now there are vendors independently, floater vendors, things like that over at the promenade. There's sorry, I was thinking of the name of them, power board vendors. But they're not really necessary because you do have access to all of it. Now, up here in the summer event thing, take a look on the left, shows you things that are going on. Sand sculptures, 7 minutes remaining is happening right now. In 8 minutes there'll be a dance-off, power board races, the Horgon hunt, and then another power board race. Real quick, let me show you through here. I'll walk through these summer event things with you in a minute. But in here, inside the resort, you've got a Dabo table for any gold press latinum needs you might have. There's a Ferengi trader over here. There's a commodity trader, and of course, most importantly, a bank exchange and mail.
Dabo Lita is a licensed product of Quark Enterprises.
Taking you back out now. When you do the dance competition, the dance-off that begins in 8 minutes, this is the actual dance floor where that takes place. Now, like I said, there's site transport, so I could take you directly over to the promenade, but since we're doing the sand sculpture event, I can accept it real quick so I can kind of show you where and how you do pick those up. To the left over here, on the beaches, is where you'd pick these up. As you see, somebody's already working one there, and there. Now, I would recommend going to an instance with as few people on it as possible so you can find yourself a spot on the beach. But you can also do them on this beach. You can find instances of them. There you go, right there for instance, that's one. You just come down here. You select build a sandcastle and start working on it. And then there's whole steps to collecting sand and all that. Another thing to show you here is the promenade. Now I mentioned there is a power board vendor, which is kind of cool. You can see all the cool power boards hanging around. But like I said, you can see them in your own reputation store. If that is unlocked, good point. Up the stairs here. Now the races, things I was talking about, power board race that you can, well, let me show you the start of that real quick, I guess. The power board race, well, the power board race that you can do will earn you rewards throughout, which are these tropical tags. With these tropical tags, you can come over here to the monkey trainer and turn those tags in, 6 of them each. You can research feather monkey tags, and with that it'll create you feather monkeys. You start off with let's see, baby feather monkeys, then you can raise those up to juveniles, then adults, and then they become seniors. And when you get seniors, you can take your seniors and trade them in for mark packages. So a nice way to make some good marks. Now, one of the other summer events is the Horgon hunt, where you basically use your floater and you run around the island collecting the Horgons. And once you've done that, as you're doing that, you can possibly pick up an actual tropical egg, the rising tropical bird egg. Right here is where you turn those in, the ornithologist. Talk to the ornithologist and you can select the hatch and egg, and of course you'll end up with one of the different types of birds. And same aspect as the feather monkeys, you just raise them until they become seniors, and once they're seniors, then you can turn your seniors in for marks as well. I think Arconian marks are available this time, but end of the pier is one more vendor. Took me forever to find him last year, or her, and that is the Horizon Officer requisitions. In here are 3 different types of duty officers you can select. The one I've really liked for a ground science character is Chiral, which puts a root effect if you use your exothermic induction field, which I don't know a science character on the ground that wouldn't use that, but this adds root to it, so basically holds your enemies in place in the middle of the induction field, causing a whole lot more damage. Now the way to get these, as you noticed, it says here that you have to complete certain accolades, Master Relaxer. I'll show you the accolades. There are a number of them, including finding Pavel, things like that. If you scroll down to, sorry, that's one thing I hate, there's no easy way to get to these. Events are some of them. As you see, I've already done Ripper. If you take first place in the race or finish 20 races, if you do 20 of the races, powerboard races, and I'll show you that again in a minute. The Sandcastles I was talking about is your starter, set, and sequence, and there's more to that. Now with exploration, let's see here. The big year, locate all the vista birds. There are birds located throughout, and if you do a search on Google, you can find maps that actually have all the independent locations. Doesn't really get you much on that, but Lightly landed on a lighthouse. There's 2 different lighthouses, one on the opposite of the island, one right over there. If you land on the top of those, you'll get that accolade. Catch Me If You Can. Played Pavel's game on Risa. You need to find Pavel. He's in 4 different locations throughout. You meet him the first time on the beach over by the resort. And walk to the boardwalk. That happens as soon as you walk onto Risa and turn right to the floater vendor. You automatically get that accolade. While you're flying over a volcano, if you go to the tallest tip of on the island, that's the volcano, and it'll get you that accolade. So, the one they're talking about, though, for these, Master Relaxer here, all these independent little things that you need to do around fly beneath one of Rice's archways, balance yourself on the awning bridge, practice the Mokbara. Again, you can find yourself a Google map with a lot of those. I'll show you a couple of them in just a sec here, but first I'm going to take you to the last thing you need. Oh, that's a window. Is the actual start of the race, which is right here. If you look, the powerboard race starts in 16 minutes. This is the starting location right here by the promenade. Again, your site-to-site transport can take you right over the promenade, which will land you right over in here somewhere, and you just run right out and start your race. Now that Master Relaxer, one of those accolade things I was talking about, first one that you saw in there was perform the Mokbara. Well, first I noticed one was also flying under the arches. Well, I'll show you. That's not the arch, but performing the Mokbara with the Klingons, for instance, is right up here.
Sand sculpting time is over.
How you get to these little accolades.
But bonus rewards will come back in an hour.
You'd practice the Mokbara with the off-duty Klingon. Take a walk on Rice's boardwalk of God. Balance yourself on a swinging bridge. See, all these kind of little things. Once you get to doing them, they're pretty easy. So that's enough of the basics to get you around. I'll give you one more example of an accolade here. The swinging bridge. That's the volcano top I was talking about. You get that accolade. The swinging bridge over here. You get another one if you land up on top of the resort up there. I forget what it actually is, but get up here, land on it. There you go. Accolade complete. Won't look down. So that kind of stuff will get you your Master Relaxer so you can get those duty officers.
Get out on the dance floor.
See, they give you little warnings now when they start, how to get to, well, not how to get to them, of course, but now that you know where everything is, you shouldn't have that problem. Turn off the thing, yeah, right down there. Everybody's lining up for the dance floor. So, there you go. That's an introduction to Risa. Everything you need, for the most part, should be self-explanatory. Anything that you don't have when it comes to maps and stuff, you should be able to Google and get an idea, like I said, where the bird locations, all that is. Hey, Shannara here, enjoying Risa. Hope to see you there. Have a good day.